Good afternoon. I am State Representative Delisha Boyd. I am District 102 here in Louisiana. I'm a small business owner of about 15 years now. I own a real estate brokerage for about 70 women that work for me. I'm a mother of a 31-year-old daughter, and I have a 10-year-old granddaughter. This reversal of Roe v. Wade has hit home in ways that I cannot begin to explain sometimes. With Louisiana having by far the harshest trigger laws, our state and our children, our women are in trouble here. Some children have their cycles now at 9 years old. Imagine that baby being violated, most likely by someone that she knows. So she's dealing with changing, her body changing, understanding that, then needing to deal with the violation of probably someone that she knows, and then carrying a child to term. Most 9-year-olds soaking wet are only 60 pounds. You want a 60-pound child to carry a child and to deal with gestational diabetes, hypertension, the likelihood of her being able to bore a child vaginally is slim to none, so then being cut with a cesarean. And then the life after. Depression, from 1, the violation, from 2, being forced to have the baby, 3, her hormones are all over the place. You take a child conceived in trauma, born into another trauma. That's where it is. And that is my personal story. I'm the product of a 15-year-old. My father was 28 years old, which also means the likelihood he was probably violating my mother as early as 14, maybe even younger. My mother did not survive that. She took on her own self-medication, medicating herself with her depression and trauma, and was dead before she was 28 years old. We are so consumed with the unborn child, and there's nobody here to protect the child who's being violated, to protect the child once they're born here. We have to look at things differently here. And elections matter. I'm a state representative. I sit on the House. I listen to Republican parties in their conversations. Know that wherever you are with Roe v. Wade, whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, the elected officials are not concerned with that. They're on a completely different wavelength. It's about the power for them, not about you. It's not about the merit of the bill at all. We have to take control of this. It's not going to stop here. I implore you, do a little homework. Just do a little homework. Women should have the power to take care of themselves, to make their own decisions. That 10-year-old, that 9-year-old's family should be able to make that decision. Because the 9-year-old can't drive, can't drink, can't vote, can't go to war, but you want the 9-year-old to have a baby and make that decision on her own. And no, we have taken sex education out of schools, so no one is even educating these kids onto what's going on. It is a travesty what has happened. You should be appalled by it. I'm appalled by it. I know without a doubt that my mother, one, did not have a choice in 1968. There was no choice for her. So she was forced to carry me to term. I know that because of that, I saw things and heard things and experienced things that I probably shouldn't have before I was 13 years old. I know now as an adult that my mother endured extreme depression because she didn't have a choice back then. We can't take this choice from women. We can't take this choice from families. So I implore you, at the next election, midterm elections in November, get out and vote. We still can turn this thing around. Next year in Louisiana, we're going to have state elections. It is important to vote. It is important to use your voice, and not just for yourself, not just in Orleans Parish. Text your family members in other parishes. Call your family members in other parishes. Because until we change the face of who's making the decisions, it will only begin to get worse for us. This is only the beginning. Our bodies, our choice. Our bodies, our choice. That is it.